I remember dreaming big dreams when I was just a little boy, imagining what I might be when I grow up, or if I'll ever truly see what I'm made of. I was always encouraged since a very young age to never give up on dreams no matter what people say. I thought, I'll always have my family to support what I do. I thought they'd always be there for me to see my dreams come true. But there was a very haunting memory that I also recall. Something a very little child should never hear, no matter the cause. Just passionate, full of dreams and vision, I said to my dad standing in the kitchen, "Dad, when I grow up, I'm going to be in the NBA." Honestly, just expecting him to be happy and support anything I wanted to do. He looked at me and said, "You need to be realistic. There's no way on earth that could ever happen for you." And it crushed me. I was just bitter, angry, hurt, and just full of rage. My perspectives on dreaming dreams and imagination started to change. It seemed as if imagination was in the same category as fiction, which made it very hard for me to believe really any part of the Christian religion. It wasn't until years later that the Lord literally swept me off my feet. Becoming my true reality, He took hold of my life and said, "I'll take the lead." Of course, I've always made it harder than it's ever had to be, putting on chains from which He had already made me free. I mean, He only sent His only Son to shed every ounce of blood for a wretch like me. But I would say, "God, I'm too lustful. I'm arrogant and I'm full of pride." He would just ignore my words, pull me close and say, "Son, have you seen my hands and my side?" He told me, "You were the joy set before me when I endured the cross. Now I've come to walk with you, but you're treating me like I'm just your boss. Now I didn't lay down my life just to tell you what to do. You see, I endured what you deserved so that I could be close to you." So he just keeps staring at me with those big, glorious eyes, and I just stare right back. And I began to see something that I recognized. I saw a man full of wonder, dreams, and imagination. It reminded me of when I was a child, just free, no hesitation of pursuing what I wanted. But you see, there was a major difference. There was no end in his eyes. There was no compromise, no discouragement, just burning with love in his eyes. And he said, "Look, Alex, there is no one like you. I knit you together with these very hands. I planted those dreams inside you. I've been right beside you. I've seen every single one of your days. I've even seen your days of glory. I've been there whenever your heart aches. Even when you've done wrong, I've been there to show you grace. I've even cleaned all the dirt off you and given you a warm embrace. I put on you royal clothes and I filled you with my Holy Ghost. I've accompanied you with signs and wonders, showed you things that nobody knows. Now I've come to put you on like a glove. I've made my home in your heart and seated you with places here with me above." Now I've realized in the church that it's time for a shift. God has already called us beautiful. Why do we think that we need a facelift? This was never about the rules, building tabernacles, or ministry plans. He is asking for our hearts, but we keep giving Him our hands.